that we haven't encountered. And these are more missing things. Yeah. Event gallery is more like, yeah, the cutscene images. Feast your eyes on an array of movie clips. Consume a multitude of bonus artwork. Yo. Oh, are we not allowed to up? They all say question mark. Okay, makes sense. Sound gallery. Oh, it has like the tracks of the musics and stuff. I have to spend mono coins to unlock it? Fine. Whoa. Famous streamer? The Fractor? Wait, is that like real Fractor? Or where's the underscore? Oh. Oh no, I wanted to listen to it. Does it... I love that they just have the characters with like in the iTunes style of headphones and shit. The earpods. AirPods? No, I don't want to escape it. No. And then it lets us access the school store, but I just wanted to see the things. Oh. I was playing chess while you were playing checkers. Sure. I didn't make any changes. But sure, why not? I chose my alternate account to make you second guess yourself. Do you need me to mod you in your alt account? Well, also, I noticed because you didn't have the mod icon. Vibing while murder, I guess. Or I hope there's no more murders, but you know, the game of the murders. Do not mod my alt. Okay, I got you. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. Okay. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now... Right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Can we go through the door now? It's locked, but we have a way to open the door. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Is there even security cameras down here? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on the door, right? Well, I fucking hope so. Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right? Yes!
It's true.
The old switcheroo. Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... click. Yes! It opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. The pit of despair. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Oh, we're already in the deadly life? Oh, shit. We don't even get any, friendship time. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Oh. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. Hopefully we do not run out of stamina. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet behind me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey,
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Ladder. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kinda nervous. Maybe talking will help ease my mind off it. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
so...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Society! Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort? How are we, like, looking... We're just like... While we're on the ladder, okay.
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. Gay. So that explains... Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose. Airplane. To protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you would be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
so...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future,
However,
but he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and as young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy that he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. so I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was compared to her usual self. She was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Hi. Hello. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him, and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But... your family... just cut him out like that. Makoto, anyone has a right to cut out their family if they want to, regardless of whatever the fuck happened.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. Makoto! Well, he's lucky. He had a good family. Marley? I put her back in here right when I... Come on. Come on. Look, what's this? What's this? Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Go get it. No? Oh, okay. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember... Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we're back.
Whew.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko? Thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out... I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So, you're saying rather than just stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So,
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. This is my show, not yours. That should help us with our negotiations. I'm still a little... no, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Oh? Okay. Is anyone else up? Just casually rings everyone's doorbells. I can't let you out! They don't want you out there!
Well now.
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I don't believe it!
But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
Pung!
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
You're making me angry!
So now I gotta punish you again! And this time I won't leave anything to chance! Kyoko?
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh?
I lose?
Hey!
You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you want an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. Hydrate isn't actually hydrate now. That's what it does now. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto as the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. Hydration.
However,
But then, there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did.
Listen to me.
So, executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. What was the thing you just... Yeah. Hi guys, it's Emma from Middle... Oh. Emma? Hi! Holy shit! Hi! It's so cool to see you too. Oh my god. Hi? You're like... I named you. You did. This is the namesake. This is... This is... Emma... I don't know your pronouns. But, Emma came up with, the... like, original design for Trash Can God and etc. And just holy fucking shit. She, her, fuck yeah. And also was like one of my big inspirations for art and stuff, so like holy shit. Lore. I know, right? The lore. She was like the main like god creator in like I'm ascended right now, hold on. In like the entire like making up gods and goddesses things in like 8th grade and stuff. And yeah. Super cool. Hi. Hello. I'm holding a dog in my lap. Because she is being a puppy. Alright, is it possible for the camera to track you? Are you stuck? She is just sitting there. Okay. Puppy? Are you checking Instagram? For class, I saw you doing streams stuff. Fuck yeah. Concrete. Yesterday was actually my 1-year anniversary of streaming. Pog moment. Hold on, I realized we need to re-get our monokuma voice. This is a school announcement. Okay. And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this? A comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now. With a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
Boom, boom!
And now you're trying to talk like some famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he would never have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. Wait. You weren't there. How did you know? What? Did we get you up to date on that? Or did you just figure that out yourself because you're smart and shit? They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can just say we're making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair, fair and square, that rhymed, I'm very proud of that.
that's what we have to do.
Then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Fuck
Hey.
yeah. Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, This would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Didn't we already do bear jokes? Now, what you've suggested might be plausible. It would be certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all of the mysteries that have been buried here. All of the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this all has turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that, for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm, that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't. Excuse me. Wait, so that means that the mastermind is one of the students, but there's only 16 of us, so who the fuck could it be? You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would mean that whoever killed Mukuro... Exactly, it's one of the students, but who the fuck is it? Because everyone else is dead. It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I've told you this already, but... this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Okay, that's basically confirming what we thought. It's one of the students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why do you go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Why so so mad?
Whew.
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. I just... You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're gonna get all your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment, overflowing with despair.
Hey,
That was really... Okay. Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Monokuma's crying, so am I. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. So... Oh. What a... I could hardly believe it, but... Somehow I ended up not getting executed? I still had my life, and we still had a chance? Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true.
whew,
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because,
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So, when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen,
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that... Excuse you? That kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
in other
But
words,
think of it of another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so,
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
it would seem,
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and to sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it makes you. And yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
in other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. Hold on. If the mastermind had simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least.
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial. Hello! I am going. Come on, come here. I can't let you out. Lay down underfoot. Lay down. Moida. Though instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words...
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they had violated their own regulations. But all that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
However...
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However...
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
Correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost... If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However...
Is that really possible? Huh?
Anyway...
Right now, we have to go find the others.
Shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Okay. 1 second. I'm going to request help with the dog. This is Toko's room. Is she inside?
Hey,
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Who else can we grab? This is Byakuya's room. Is he inside?
hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking again. If we go to Kyoko's room, well, she's...
just a second.
Is there some reason you need to search my room? Come on, we need to keep looking. I thought it was funny. Can we go to my room? This is my room. I can't head back yet. Yeah, no. Chihiro's not there. Celeste is dead. Aoi. Nope.
Hey,
I don't think she's here. I wonder if they're in the dining hall together. And suddenly we were greeted with... Oh. Oh. That is some words. You again. Noises. Is he broken?
whew,
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. How does he even speak those? I don't think that's even words. I think that's just noises. What the heck?
however,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah! Oh,
Is that Makoto?
hi!
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it, that's Makoto!
You survived?
Jeez. You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm also like a cock.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. Ah, it's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo, shoo! In a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto,
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
it's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course, it's not me or any of you. Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Wow, words are going away. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
Correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again. Later. So, knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But
we've been looking around all this time, and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh no!
Everyone?
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But
Figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries? It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh?
I
can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too. At first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, didn't he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro, and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And one of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive, are the people standing right here. Need I continue? Or do you get it now?
What?
You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
no way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
But
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Is it nighttime? Or is it class trial? What are we doing?
This is a school announcement.
Well, this is a different one.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Every room?
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone for the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Tagami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless! So, bye! With that, Telko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall.
Aww.
Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. Sakura! You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
Huh?
Makoto? That's really nice of you to say. But you're making me crazy, Aoi! Aoi's just one of my favorites. I wish we did some more of our friendship with her as well, because she's just a sweetie pie.
But
still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So, I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I could find something that'll help us all get out of here. So, I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. Exactly, Makoto. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. Yeah, the song again. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mikuro Yosaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll probably have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Placement check has been added to the Truth Bolt section of our handbook. Fuck yeah, concrete. Okay. At least it gives us a list. So since we're closest... Oh, wow, that looks so different. I guess we'll go up here now. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means... I have to do it. Do what? Oh! This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. What the hell? That is some shit. Can we go back down? No? Okay. That is some blood. That is like red blood. That's not. Is red blood more dried? Can we go in the bathroom? This is the girls' bathroom. Even a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. What about the boys' bathroom? Kyoko said we... The memories of springs. Kyoko said we... Oh, yo, how come this bathroom gets a cool thing? She said to check every nook and cranny, so... Nope, there is nothing. There's not even security cameras. Finally, we can piss on our own. With no one watching us. What the fuck? What the hell? I guess we'll go in this room first. Oh. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. I am okay. I just cried because we reunited with the other pals after we thought we died. This is a smile of pain. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Wait, what's that? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean, like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something? Shut up, airplanes.
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all of his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. Go for the most complex password. Oh yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think about how much time I wasted on this. Can we look at the closet? Nope. Cabinet? Couch? Bed? Well, I guess we'll look at the computer. The compussy. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair? Wait, does the computer say what date it is? Because that would, like, help us out a lot.
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They are the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do, is a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. Oh, ultimate despair is an untruthful section. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume there must have been some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think about what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that... I watched someone play it, like, a few years ago. But this is my first time playing it. But I honestly forgot literally everything that happened. Thank you, memory loss. Very cool. So, respectfully, no spoilers. Or no backseating, as always. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Why are you- oh, coin? Oh, whoops. Computer. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself and turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense. Wow, brain, what's going on? My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Beep. Oh, what? That did it? Kyoko! It worked! Oh, she's mad.
Why?
Kyoko? I'm sorry. Yes. We are. Hold on, I'm stitching. Beep boop beep purple. Thank you. Holy shit, thank you. Hold on. Let me change really quickly. I think this will be our 7th slot. But also we can always import more. We can always just like remove once, or we can always just be like, you get moved. I almost selected the Sans Undertale. Houdini turning Iris into purple. Purple hair! Don't mind the highlights being really messed up. It's fine. It works. We are purple. Purple squirple. I don't know what I'm saying. Swagalicious. I do have purple hair. What an observant young man. You know what I'm due to make it purple? That's right, your mom. I actually had specifically made this model specifically for that audio, but for some reason I just haven't filmed that video yet. I don't know why I haven't. I've just straight up been really exhausted and like just barely shitting out the TikToks that I have been shitting out. Like I've barely had any energy, so like the most recent thing I did today was like a Miku, and last I saw it was like doing a little bit better, but I was like, why? I barely put any effort into this. What is going on? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. That was the first audio I used when I downloaded Vera on my iPhone. I used it for like a little bit for like other audios, but I never like got around to actually using that audio, and I need to, but at the same time there's like so many other audios I have. I literally have like over 90 something drafts on my phone, and that's not even all of the audios I plan to use. It's insane. Miku supremacy. I have a Miku cosplay that uses some of Crimea Cupcake's assets for like the hair accessories and also the belt accessory. Kyoko. Kyoko, where is Kyoko's having a time? Oh, that is a present. Hey, oh, that's a picture of Kyoko back there. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not have even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? I really love them. I was like, I was like trying to figure out what was missing on that model. The only thing is like I kind of want to adjust the hair a little bit more because the way I have my face. Oh. My face is a little bit, well, actually not just a little, a lot more scrunched up than regular Vroid models. So I need to make the hair fall more naturally on my head. Is that VTuber Plus? What are you doing? I don't know why that channel point didn't work. Oh, I think that one's broken actually. Oh, wait! The unique Vroid face. Wait. I have to do Zhongli cosplay? I can't do it with purple hair! If I do Zhongli cosplay, I lose the purple hair. Is that what you guys want? Oh. No, keep purple hair. Okay. Sorry. Unfortunate. Zhongli model is actually like a much older model that I just don't really want to convert to the new Vroid, but I don't even know if I can convert the hair texture color properly, because it's a preset made by someone else on like a very old version of B-Movie. Can the airplanes like shut their heck? Okay, we'll keep there. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. What's in the present? What's in the box? Is it a bomb? It seems totally out of place here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. Well, I mean, we can't not open it. What if it explodes on us, Makoto? We don't want to die. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Did you open it already? Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Did she open it already? Oh wait, no, she's never been in this room before, because she couldn't figure out the password. Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and then took hold of the lid. Kyoko is really smart. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Makoto, you said you wouldn't scream. Makoto! You said you wouldn't scream. What's in there? Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh! That's from, like, the beginning of the game, right? What was in the box? It was bones. Hell yeah, get the foods. Take care of yourself. Well, Bones, Bones, Bones by Will Wood made real? I don't think a corpse could fit in a box that small. Human bones. Are they real? Or are those just like from Michael's? Because you can get those at Michael's for like really cheap. I know this because I may or may not have had some in the past. Not for eating. Not for eating! It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. Oh no, it's not fake. I mean, it's not real Makoto. They're just from like Michael's. That's actually a pretty decent drawing of bones, though. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. Wait, how did you... No. What? Can I look at the bones again? What was in the box? It was wrapped up all nice, so I never would have guessed what was inside. Human bones? It could be fake, Makoto. Just as he thought, how could he have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box? My father. You know, they always say that there is a skeleton inside of you, but they never bring up how you are actually inside your skeleton because your brain is inside your skull, therefore you are inside the skeleton. But also, the skeleton is you. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What she found in the box. Jack Skellington be looking really sexy right now. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Oh. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? Where's his hand bones? I would like to shake his hand and meet him. The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But, yeah. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak Academy since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words,
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. Can I close my window? It's stuck. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. What does that mean? It says it's not allowed for sex-based terms. Oh, would she really give up her pride just for that? I have no fucking clue. I couldn't help but wonder. Oh, it's a character from My Hero Academia. Oh, okay. Why is that a sex-based terms? Hidden room present has been added to the truthful section of our handbook. Okay. Huh? This picture. Oh, it's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. Oh, her hair is going crazy.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So, what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and headmaster has been added to Truth World section. I'm so sorry, Kyoko. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay. Then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, make it drop. That is a wet-ass... Not the time, Makoto. Not the time. I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but paper. How would the paper be wet? Oh, wet ass paper. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this? It's an e-handbook, right? It has a label on it that says in case of emergency. Wait, how'd the headmaster get an e-handbook? I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right.
it would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But, Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then, I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's handbook. Can we look at it?
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it only inconvenience you that much more. But
Hey,
could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. Oh yeah, I got you, Kyoko.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. A game theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry. Shout out to MacPat.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay. I understand. Then I'll see you later. Can we go back in? Not to annoy her, just to be funny. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... Flashback to this. He already told us, but the killing game began with 16 participants, and the only people to take a single step are those 16 students. Yep. 15 of us met in the mail hall, add Mukuro to the mix, and you get 16. Including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Please don't show- No, I wasn't- No, stop that! No! I wasn't ready. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Yeah, how the hell? Ayo, he got some liquor in here? You know, why don't we just, you know, bring some to Kyoko? Kyoko, you want some liquid? There's all kinds of stuff I want to talk to her about, but I better give her some more time. Okay. You know, I just thought I'd offer some alcoholics stuff. We cannot go in there. What if we just, you know, try to climb? Can I jump? No. Okay. I don't want to look at the blood. What the fuck is in here? This room was filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Oh. Thanks for the coin. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying.
Hello.
Hello.
Amber.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope. Locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor at the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So, does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... No luck. Maybe the lockers, only the lockers own it. Locker's own owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. That's just not possible. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was... Oh, it says Yasuhiro. Wait. Were we in here before? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Locker notebook has been added to the truth both section of your handbook. Oh, is there one more thing? I'm trying to figure out which part I'm supposed to click on. Okay, so here. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? That's weird. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... Looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we've got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker, no way to get it open. We can't. It looks like this locker is already broken. I took the emergency handbook, ran that across the card reader, and looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we've got inside. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. Thank you. We hit our sub goal. Woo woo. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar there, words I've heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peaks... Thank you. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigy safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was and knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing, but when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so... Wait, what did that say? What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? I want to read it. I didn't get to read it. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Locker pocketbook has been added to the truth quote section of our handbook. Is that it? Okay. But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro? And a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko? There has to be some kind of explanation, but if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward, and I have to believe in everyone. I took the emergency handbook, ran that back across the card reader, and looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we've got inside. Nope, doesn't see anything that could be a clue. not anything that could be a clue. We're probably done over here, but I want coins, so... Yeah, all these lockers are broke. Okay. Hold on. I'm saving right here, but we're not gonna end. I think we'll just be right back. So, give me a little bit.